to the stream. Whoa, there we go. Hopefully you could see me now. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I thought I was added to the stream, but I did not have myself added to the stream. Let's see who we got. Special call from somebody. Let's see. Black screen. Black screen missed call. You're not on. Okay. Thank you, Becky. She's always looking out for me, Sister Yoshi. So let's recap. Dodger gear, Atlantic Braves. Hey, Dodgers are going to kill it this weekend. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so question number one: what is your favorite casino to go to? Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comments. Need to know your favorite casino or your favorite spot to buy lotto scratchers. I want to know. When you go to Vegas, I want to know this as well. When you go to Vegas, Kissy Cat left it in. I'm recapping everything now. Kissy Cat left it in a comment yesterday. She says she only gets 4 hours sleep when she goes to Vegas. I want to know, what is a good amount of sleep when you go to Vegas or Atlantic City? I see a lot of East Coast people in here that watch the channel. I want to know, what is a good amount of sleep when you're taking a trip to either Vegas or Atlantic City? Vegas is the city that never sleeps. I want to know, how much sleep should you get when you go to Vegas? Just a question, guys. Those are the two questions. We're going to be talking about Joe and Jane betting today, and we're going to get into that right now. But first, as I do, I see the banner going across the bottom of Phil Ridgway says 4 hours. Hey, that's what Kissy Cat said. So anyway, new subscribers to the channel, not necessarily new, but I went back because I neglected some of my older subscribers, so I'm going back and adding them in here. Daniel Nugent, Mike Gray, Luce DeLeon, and Angelina Calderon, sorry, Ryan, Joel Lopez, Strappingly Handsome, the franchise gambler, and the Gambler After Dark. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into the shout outs. I saw the Gambler After Dark. Hey, your boys are going down today. Florida Claimers Ted. Hey guys, Florida Claimers Ted is going to be on the show tomorrow evening, right after this show. I think it's a 5 o'clock airing on my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. And it'll be 8 o'clock on East Coast time. So you got to tune in for that. This guy is hilarious. If you haven't seen any of his Scratcher videos, you got to go over and watch it. He's the comedian Scratcher. He didn't choose that name, but Florida Claimers Ted is the guy. Sister Yoshi's in the house. Becky A is in the house. SoCal Slots. Let's see who else is in here. I see a lot of freaking beautiful people. SoCal Slots, thank you for coming in. Let's see. Gamblers Unknown, good evening. All wonderful people. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yoshi Slots, what's going on, bro? Hey, are you going to start day drinking tomorrow? Is that only on Saturdays? I want to know. Bradley Jones, I see the scroll, but no RhinoMan. Thank you for that. Bryant Dupree, thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you in a while, but I appreciate you being in here, bro. Always appreciate it. Anytime you guys can. I know everybody's busy doing what they got to do. Today, there's a lot of lives. Tomorrow, there's a lot of lives. Saturday, there's a lot of lives. Hey, enjoy what you can. If you can't catch this show live, catch it on a replay. It's all good. I really appreciate that. Melvin Lopez, what's up, buddy? Hey, you're Melvin Lopez. Anybody that's at Yamava tomorrow, Melvin Lopez is buying drinks. He just got that grand, so he said, everybody come down. T-Town Gambler is in the house. Goldie One, Little Dutchie. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Norma Gutierrez, thank you for coming in. Go Dodgers. Let's go. Randy the Slot Wizard, hey there. Let's tip a few Coronas. Hey, I agree with you, bro. Absolutely. Who's going to be watching the Dodgers this weekend? Or who's going to be cheering for the Braves? Need to know. Okay, here we go. Little Dutchie. I think we pretty much got almost everybody. I don't want Phil Ridgway. Thank you. 4 hours. Hey, 4 hours seems like the magic number when it comes to when it comes to sleeping in Vegas or Atlantic City. Melvin Lopez, since last week, I love Yamava Casino. No joke, bro. I would love it too if I hit a grand. Florida Timbers Klets that says hi. Everybody's going back and forth. Hi, hi, hi. Robert Kaczynski. Uh, what are you wearing? Lucky Obsession wants to know. Hey, Dodgers. I'm wearing the Dodgers. Absolutely. Let's see, Robert Kaczynski in the kitchen with Karen, not Karen in the kitchen. Buddha Edwin Edbert, hey, thank you for coming in. Dodger Blue all the way. I appreciate that. So do the Dodgers. Dash Hound Lover, hey, Dash Hound, does that mean you have some dachshunds? Let me know with the thumbs up. New to the channel, really appreciate it. Michelle, James Krupler, thank you for coming in. Chris and Lou Slots, as always. I miss you guys so much. Can't wait to get together with you guys again and do something. Man versus Slots is in the house. Hey, let's get this show going, guys. Okay, what is Jane and Joe? What is Joe and Jane betting? Guys, these topics are all coming from viewers like you that want to know what the average bet is, and they're also telling me what their average bet is. I want to know from you what Joe and Jane betting is, because I have my definitions below and we'll go to them. This is coming off of an episode that we talked about inflation on slot channels and how the limits are going up and up and up because of bigger channels. Big Easy Slots, way to go, bro. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're in Laughlin right now, sipping on a few Coronas and playing some slots. If not, I hope to see you tomorrow, not tomorrow, Saturday at Yamava, if I'm going. I don't know, but if I am, I will let you know in tomorrow's show for sure. At least I'll stop by for a little while. Maybe, in quotes. But this is coming off of the show that I did yesterday on inflation. And the beginning of that show was just a joke, because on the way home from work, I had actually listened to the presidential announcement saying that he was going to cut that 18-cent federal gas tax to give all of us a little bit of relief. He was working hard with his administration. So if you didn't see that, go back in the beginning. It's all jokes. Hey, I had fun with it. Big Easy Slots, you're in Laughlin again. If so, I'm so jelly. Hey, you could be peanut butter and jelly. He goes to Laughlin almost every week. I think his son's out there, so that's why. Okay, so Joe and Jane betting. I'm going to give you a little bit of definitions, my definitions of the different levels of betting. I want to know if you guys agree with this or don't agree with this, and then I'm going to ask you some questions on it. Regular low betting, it could be anywhere from 10 cents to $3. That's what I consider low betting. What do you think about that? Next category, low betting. You have those machines that you can play 10 cents on. You actually have the machines that you can play 1 cent on. Ask Simon. She knows all those machines. It's one line or 8 cents or whatever the minimum bet is, and you could actually play on those. And I've seen some people win, $20 hits here and there on those 8-cent machines. Just need to know. Okay, so low betting anywhere from 10 cents to $3. What I consider Joe and Jane betting is pretty much tax break is a Biden Band-Aid. Hey, yeah, I agree. If Dash Hound Lover, if you didn't see my show from yesterday, check it out. Inflation on slot channel has hit the slot channels. Just check out the first 5 minutes of that show. It's pretty funny. So what I consider Joe and Jane betting are what you would do if you were going into the casino with a couple $100, just going in to play for a little while, your average bets and stuff like that. If I'm incorrect, let me know. I don't go into the casino with a lot of money, so I stick it in that range, maybe the next one up after that. But the Joe and Jane betting is anywhere from $1 to $6. That's pretty much what you go in with. You hit that dollar thing on the Dragon Link, Lightning Link. There's a lot of machines, 176, 88 cents. Sister Yoshi, crap relief package from RhinoMan Slots. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the casinos to flip that switch so the hand pays pay out at 80 to 90%. I've been working hard with my administration to get that done. So Joe and Jane betting is just average bet, average people. They maybe go in with $100, $200. They're basically going to the casino just to have a little fun, get away, get a little entertainment. I don't even know if you could go into the casino now with $200 without, blowing a bankroll. But if you're just going there for a little bit and you want to play a little bit, I think a $1 to $6 range covers that. If you guys bet more when you go to a casino to gamble, let me know. I don't know. So Joe and Jane betting $1 to $6. Mid betting, I'm starting to creep up into this range. I normally like to stay around the $5 bets. And so that's where I'm comfortable staying. So I think mid betting is anywhere from $5 to $12.50 on a particular machine. Some machines, I think it's like Triple Sparkle and some of those machines, they have a max bet at 1 cent of $1.80. And I think that's a good deal. If you play that machine, you could hit some pretty big wins on that machine, just playing the max bet of 180. If you don't believe me, check out Yoshi Slots. They do a lot of it. And I think that the Joe and Jane betting, a lot of channels stay in that range. I mean, you could look at Lori Luckbox, Oh Yeah Slots, Yoshi Slots. Yeah, a lot of channels stay within that range. $5 is considered high bet for me. Becky A says, I'll bet it if I'm really up. Hey, I agree. So mid bet, I think, is between $5 and $12.50, and I'm talking about regular spends. I'm not talking about, I'm going to spend 20 times on $1 and then I'm going to jump up to $5 bets for 1 or 2 spends. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the betting range is on average between $5 and $12.50 a spend for a consistent basis, not just once or twice going up and betting these amounts. And then there's high limit. High limit, I'm still considering high limit in this range, $15 to $150. I consider that high limit for me. These are my definitions. These are not anybody else's definitions. I didn't get these off of stream. I got these from basically viewers sending me their comments, as well as me watching videos of other slot channels. So high limit, anywhere from $5 to $150. That's what I consider high limit. Now, there are 2 more categories to this that I want to touch on real quick. Extreme limits. Those are limits. Buddha Edwin Edbert Crazy dropped 1K in less than an hour at $5 bets. I did that last week. Damn, no luck that day. Hey, you could go through it like that and not even get a bonus. And I've seen all the channels in here do that. So I consider we got high limit, 15 to 150. Then we got extreme limit, which I consider extreme limit anywhere from about $200 to about 5K. In the machine spinning at 200, 250, 225, $500 spends. I don't know, but up to 5K. And then we have the oh my god limit, oh my god mega limit, which are those channels that you see out there. Wong's Casino Adventures is one of them, and the big jackpot, Mr. Handpay, hitting those spins. Well, I haven't seen some of the channels do it, but I have seen the 25K in spins, or the 10K in spins, or the $1,000 spins, or anything 5K and up per spin. King Versami had $2,500 spends on a few of his videos. Hey, that's just wow, way beyond anything that I'm thinking. So with that being said, if you are just a regular gambler, let me know what your bet amounts are. $100, the fuck should be its own category. For sure, yeah. I agree with that, Robert. But if you're a regular gambler, you're just going out, not a slot channel necessarily, what do you consider low, mid-range, high limit? because it's different for channels versus regular viewers. And we're going to get into a couple of comments that were made, but that's for the viewers. Now for the channels. What would you categorize your channel as? If I just put that out there for you like that, what is your category as a channel? I have more fun on old WMS games, betting $2 a spin. Yes, there's a lot of machines that are like that. Randy the Slot Wizard, James, a gold peacock. I missed that comment, so I got to go back and check that out. And hey, if my daughter is watching right now, Danielle Nicole, she came into one of my former streams and she was trying to get my attention in there, and I just ignored her because I didn't see her name flash by. Too many beautiful people coming in and doing something. But if you are just a channel, what would you categorize your channel as? Low, Joe and Jane, mid bet, high limit? Let me know. I would really like to know. Now we're going to get into a couple of things. One thing I'd like to make mention of is I had a live stream that basically said, how much do slot channels make and spend? I got that information from Social Blade. That is just information on basically ad revenue, which is views on your channel. I guess that's how they calculate that. Does not include if you have memberships, if you have a Patreon, if you have merchandise, if you get super chats, if you get transactional revenue, super thanks, whatever that is. Robert Kaczynski says, lower than $2 equals low, mid 2 to 6, high 6 to 9, and not gonna do nine or greater. Hey, that's at least you have a category for each thing. Elaine 1268. As a regular player, I bet 1 to 5. High limit to me is 15 or more. Hey, there you go. I agree. My channel will only do low rolling, mostly 50, 75 cents and $1 spins. If I'm on my way up, I'll do spins between $2 and $5. That's in the kitchen with Karen. Karen, please drop your other channel link. It's Dragon Queen, I believe it is. I'm not 100% sure, but please drop your other channel name in the chat if you want. I would really appreciate that. Bradley Jones says 1 to 5 tops. And SoCal Slots agrees with Elaine 1268. So in that stream that I did with saying what other channels make, I got that information from Social Blade. They make much more because of the other things they have on top of it. I myself do not have a channel membership yet. However, I will let you know that announcement is coming pretty soon, and I will try and offer something to give back to you within that channel membership. I feel like I'm trying to give something back for a channel membership. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So if I can put something together, you guys will have that, and hopefully you'll like that. For my channel, if anybody wants to know what I make, I put a lot of these streams together and everything like that. Just let me know. I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing that I get $58 a month on ad revenue. I get maybe another $100 in super chats on top of that. Keep in mind that YouTube takes 30% of everything that you send me. So, hey, it's all good, but it is something. So I'm proud of that. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into one of the comments from yesterday's show when we talked about inflation from channels. A viewer sent me this specific this specific example of two channels. Two channels started out 3 years ago together. They not together, but they started at the same time. Robert Kaczynski said 58 is nice towards beer money. You're absolutely right, bro. Cheers to that. Love that. Becky A says I usually take 1 to 200 when she goes to the casino. Randy the Slot Wizard, how much did you get? How much is it to get my picture on your wall of fame? bro, I will Facebook message you. That I'll make happen. Send me that photo. I'll put it front and center, right above my head. You got to be sipping on a Corona though, for sure. Um, Lucky Obsession. Robert, I get beer money for my awesome damn kids. For my awesome damn kids. Hey, that's awesome, Lucky. I wish my kids would buy me beer. So here's the example. Two channels started exactly 3 years ago. They both started doing bets on their channel between $1 and $3 levels. One steadily increased their bet to go between 5 and 10, and the other stayed at the $1 and $3 denom amount. The channel that increased the bet denominations to 1 and 3 gradually over time, they increased from 1 to 3 to 5 to 10. The channel that increased $5 to $10 bet spends, they are now at 70K. The channel that stayed the same is only at 18K. They're both entertaining channels. They're both, start the same. They're both grinding away. They both post regularly. The channel that hit 70K didn't post any less or any more than the other channel. They just increased their bet level gradually. Do you think that's what the viewers want to see from channels? Do they want to see channels as they start getting better, as they start improving, increase their bet level? I want to know what you think about that. You guys are the viewers. You guys are the ones watching these channels. Let me know. I do appreciate that comment. That was from Larry Luckbox. I think that's Lori's husband. But anyway, that was that comment. So now let's go back to some of the other ones that were in there. Broke Gambler Slot said regarding yesterday's thing, I got his vote. I agree. A definition, degenerate. I guess it's an East Coast term, but we all know what a degenerate is. Somebody that's constantly putting money in the machine, doesn't care about anything else. It truly is supposed to be a negative term, but we gamblers own that term and we make it a positive thing. We are so degenerate that we're going to play until we win. Hey, that's why I say degenerate nation, because we are a lot of degenerates out there that love to gamble, love to play, and people can't understand us putting in $500, $1,000 into a machine because we do that. The other question is Penny D said she filled up her tank for $192. I want to know what she's driving. Is she driving a tank or what? Because my car is a V8 and it doesn't cost me that much to fill up. However, my tank's only 14 gallons. So just interested. I'd be interested to seeing those watch hours versus each other rather than comparing the subtotals. Hey, man versus slot, you're absolutely right. I'm going to get more information on that and I'll report back to you guys definitely. So let's see who we are. Inflation's hitting everyone but the casinos. That's from Rain's World. Basically, the casinos are still making a killing. And then she says down below a little bit that, hard times, desperate times call for desperate measures. More people that haven't gambled before are gambling now, trying to strike it rich. It's like the search for gold. That was that comment. Bradley Jones says slot channels that increase their bets are the ones that are continuing to grow. That's sort of what I just mentioned, and there were a lot of comments on that as well. Blaine from Spinning and Winning Slots, he basically says, do not let the viewers of your channel influence the way that you bet. But I don't think so much. I don't think it's the viewers so much or the grab for the subscribers. I think it's the gamblers themselves as they progress in betting. After you bet at a certain level so much, you get used to it. So you try and up your bet a little bit here and there. I know I do. So I'm just saying maybe that's the case. Okay, so here's something that Becky A said. I know Becky A's in the house. Do you get a feeling when you walk by a machine? She got a feeling that she walked by a dancing drum machine. Something was telling her to play it, and she did not play that machine. Somebody else sat down and hit the grand. When you get that feeling to play a machine, do you play it or do you just keep walking and not worry about it? I don't know. I think normally when a machine's calling me, I'll just sit down and put money in it. I don't know if you would have won if you would have sat down, Becky A. But I hate seeing somebody sit down on a machine that was calling me and telling me I should play that. That's a tough one. Um, OCR says, Oklahoma Casino Review Slot says, I will never bet for viewers. I gamble for my own channel, for my own thing. Um, so he never bets for viewers. James Krepler Michelle says, I also sub to Karen in the kitchen with Karen. I appreciate that. Karen's a wonderful person. Um, Bradley Jones. I keep saying, I don't know why. Um, it does not work increasing your bets of any channel, gradually increasing bets for any kind of growth. Basically, he says, it seems like the channels that are increasing their bets are basically the ones that are continuing to grow. True story. Let me see what else we got here. Sister Yoshi says that if she's running good, she will increase her bets. Basically, if she's up a couple of hundred, or if she's been playing and she's feeling lucky, she will increase those bets. Um, and then the Good Life 88 says stats show those channels that increase their bets gradually, not crazy, are the ones that seem to be growing at a faster pace than the regular channels. He made a good point. Um, Here's a good point from the Good Life 88. He said a lot of channels, I believe at this time we were talking about, channels racing to get to 1K. He said the 1K is just the milestone, it's not the end goal. True story. I know that. When I started out, my goal wasn't 1K. That was the milestone to put me into another area. However, a lot of people that start out channels, they don't think about it that way. They just think about getting 1K. And Slot Sister had mentioned to me that it's not necessarily about the 1K for some subs. It's about the social acceptance. The more people that they could get to follow them, the more that they will feel accepted by getting to that particular goal. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think a lot of channels need to do more due diligence before they start a channel to figure out what's going to happen once they get to 1K. SoCal Slot, I want 500 so I can get a community page. Hey, yeah, you're almost there. I think you're pretty close, for sure. Let's see who else is here. So Kiss Cat doesn't get out to Vegas so much, and she only sleeps for 4 hours, as we talked about. But she also has some other time saving tips. She eats standing up because she doesn't want to waste time. I thought that was pretty funny. And then Rain's World, I talked about stopping at Whiskey Pete's at State Line and talking about how dirty the carpet was. She said the dirtier the carpet, the looser the slots. I don't know if that's true, but next time on my way to Vegas, I'm stopping at Whiskey Pete's just to test out that theory. Hey guys, we're already up on 30 minutes. You guys have been wonderful staying in here with me, listening to me ramble on, rooting for the Dodgers. Everything's all good. Gamblers Unknown says, yes, RhinoMan, I find the newest slot channels do an interview as why. Do I have my glasses on? RhinoMan, yes, RhinoMan, find the newest slot channel and do an interview and ask, and I think it meant ask why. Yeah, I will do that. I will find some new slot channels. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, I posted the link a little bit earlier. Florida Claimers Ted, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. Go Brewers. Randy, oh man, I'm going to take your Corona card away from you. Um, tomorrow, Florida Claimers Ted, he's going to be on at around 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a fun show. It's a Friday night. I'll be drinking. Next week, I have Avalon Sash slots. They'll be on Tuesday. I have TBT coming on Wednesday. We got a full episode of interviews and this segment in depth coming to you all next week, this weekend. I hope you guys are having a great time. Maybe I could slip in a little live slot play. I'm hoping to. We'll see what happens. But until then, guys, let the good times roll, and I will talk to you then. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, it didn't.